really thought we were good. We had 2 kids, a church I loved, all this, and then she said, I think we need to adopt again.
So we start the process to adopt. It was through that trip where everything changed. Here I am taking this little boy out of the country, which is good for him. It's gonna improve his life, but I'm doing nothing for all these other people that I'm leaving. And I tell Matt, so I really feel like we're supposed to start orphanages in Ethiopia.
It was through them and our oldest Ezra being 11 when he came home and realizing how close he was to aging out, how close he was to just living on the street. And really, I couldn't figure out why God would allow us to bring one home but not care for all these others. Out of that is where my passion for Eyes That See was birthed.
Eyes That See runs 2 programs right now, Child Development Project and Family Empowerment Project. And the Child Development Project helps children below 18 years old.
We feed about 120 kids. They get meat and noodles every day before they go to school.
They go through some type of class depending on the day. Maybe it's English, maybe it's mathematics, maybe it's physics.
It's not only feeding the kids, but we are looking for their families too.
Their families come in for how do I parent type classes, for some hygiene classes.
We have a lot of little extra brothers and sisters that end up eating.
So we're able to care for 120 kids, but out of that, we're caring for those households as well. We had women in this day center. Some government officials asked a friend of mine and myself to go and see where these women lived. And I've never been more angry in my life, I don't think. As we walked by and just saw a side of poverty and a side of darkness I'd never seen before. Remember there was an open sewage area where these little kids, this boy and girl, were just playing. And just playing with the sewage of everybody living there.
And the living conditions are tiny, broken down shacks, really.
Looked into a home and there were bunk beds, and I asked, what is the bunk beds about? And he said, well, the children will sleep on the top bunk and the mom will work on the bottom.
ከተለያዩ ወንዶች ጋር ማናቃቸው ምናቃቸው ከሀገር ውስጥም ሆነ ከሀገር ውጭም ሆነ ከተለያዩ ወንዶች ጋር ግንኙነት እያደረግን ገንዘብ እየተቀበልን ላቪንግ ሼፐር መጥቼ ታክሜም ድኛለሁ።
ያ የእንጀራ አባቴ እንደዛ ሲሰቃያት የነበረው ራሱን አጥፍቶ ሞት። ከዛ ሲሞት ጊዜ አንቺ ነሽ የገደልሽው ተብላ እስር ቤት ገባች። ከዛ በኋላ ያው የሷ ትንንሽ የ4 ዓመት ህፃን ማለት መታበላም ነገር የለም እዛው ጥላቸው ሄደች። ከዛ አያታቸው ጋር ትታ ሄደች።
እንደጋ ትዳር ማትይዛት አይመስለኝም። ማን ያገባናል? ማንስ ቤተሰብ አድርጎ ያኖረናል የሚል ነገር ይኖር ነበር በውስጤ። እዛ በ4ኛው ዓመቷ አሁን ለፋሲካ ተፈታች ነው ማለት እዛው ህይወት ውስጥ እንደገባ ያደረገኝ ችግር ነው እንጂ ወድጄ አይደለም። ለጎዳና ያስወጣል። ገላሽጦ መኖር ምንም አያስደስትም።
There's just life there. I couldn't imagine any child seeing a way out. I was just furious as we left and asked our director, Jonas, I said, what are we really going to do for these women? We can't ask them to come during the day and go back to that. There's no way they're going to be able to leave this identity of being a prostitute and being defined by that if they have to go back to it every night. That's where the Keziah House came from. The way that the women get involved is our staff will go walk where they are street prostitutes.
Our social workers, our staff, when they visit this family, they discuss about Jesus.
አንድ ጓደኛዬ መጣ ሜሮን ለምን እንደዚህ ቦታ አትይም? ስራ የለ ስራ አይ አይደለም ተማሪ አለችኝ። እሺ ምንድነው ስራው? እንዲህ ነው። እሺ መጣው እዛ ተማርኩኝ
እና ከዛ ወደዛ ህይወት ውስጥ ያለው ክርስቲያኖች መተው መሰከሩ። ከዛ ህይወት መውጣት እንዳለብኝ እና እንደዚህ አይነት ድርጅት እንዳለ ምናምን
ያሉት ስታፎች ፍቅር የሚያስተምሩ ነገር.
A lot of times when the women come, they're addicted to drugs.
And we don't have the means to do that. They're literally just sweating it out. It's just a tough process. At about 2 months usually, they're beginning to believe that maybe this is for them.
Once they reach a point where they're healing, they can start to take schooling from accredited school in the city.
They're able to learn the different hairstyles and the manicures and the pedicures they need, or they're able to learn the catering skills and the food prep skills.
To date, we have 100% job placement.
And so every one of these women leave our program with a job.
እኔ እንጃ ይሄ ይደረጋል ብዬ አልጠበኩም። እዚህ ቤት ስገባ እንደዚህ ሆናለሁ እንዲህ ትምህርት አገኛለሁ ብዬ አልጠበኩም ነበረ። እዚህ በቃ መኖር መብላት ነበረ።
As they leave, we give them an apartment, and to us it's not an apartment. I mean, it's some of us have closets bigger than their homes, but they're proud, and they always have a home to celebrate their holidays with. And then we throw them a giant graduation party. These are our family, and we're proud of them.
Our vision is to see family institutions well established and good citizens. Our vision is to help poor in Ethiopia.
ምንድነው ለኔ በጣም ተመችቶኛል። የእግዚአብሔርን ቃል በደንብ እንዳቅ ምንም ቢቸገር እንኳን ዳግመኛ እንደዛ አይነት ህይወት ውስጥ መግባት እንደሌለብኝ ተምሬያለሁ።
ይሄ ቤት ነው እኔ ያለኝ ቸርች ሲሄድ በርግጥ ይሰማኛል። ሁሌ ምልኔን የሚረብሽ ነገር አለ። እኔ የሚለኝ ነገር አለ። ዛሬ በቃ ለሱ
ISETC is at a place right now where we're really asking and praying for partners who want to come alongside and say, yeah, you know, I believe in what God's done so far, and I believe that he has a part for me to play. That's really our hope, is that this isn't a story of Matt and Nikki and their family and a few friends who've gone along and gone on this journey, but this is a journey that anyone who desires to go on it, they're in. And anyone who wants to see God open their eyes, and they're in. And if that leads them to walk right next to us, and that's great, but I think we're longing as a nation, I think we're longing to wake up to something. And ISETC is a great place to wake up.
እንኳንም ፈጠረኝ እንኳንም ህይወትን አሳየኝ እንኳንም ለሌላውም ትምህርት እንደሆነ ረዳኸኝ ይላል እግዚአብሔር ለዚህ ህይወት ስላደረሰኝ አመሰግናለሁ።